Здравствуйте, друзья! С вами Сергей Кочерин, и сегодня я вам покажу тренинг от нашего директора по продажам Йохана Вестернаха. Тренинг будет на английском языке, но будут субтитры. Это очень важный тренинг для понимания того, что такое права владельца, для чего они нужны, и что такое пассивный доход в компании и как он распределяется. Уделите 17 минут вашего времени и внимательно посмотрите то видео, которое я сейчас вам покажу.
I have been in and out of the side of the management during the autumn, the second half of last year, but I really joined 1st of January. I'm coming from the industry, not previously, but further back in my career. I've been CEO for a cosmetic direct selling company called Oriflame from Sweden, and then made a number of international assignments for that group. I've been in a German company called LR Health and Beauty System, running a large part of their business in Europe. I think Crowd1 has an extreme strength in the combination on the online network model together with online services and products that will give the volume into the business and the long-term income for us all. I have seen the problems when you open a new market. You have physical product, you need to think how much will you sell, do you have the legal rights on all these things. Yes, we have a number of legal issues when we should open a gaming market, especially here at the Philippines, but when it's solved, and then you can just poof, go. When you, in other case, you need to start thinking how many jars do you need to make this type of cream or that type of cream, how many layers, how much of that and that and that ingredient. You should produce them, you should transport them, need to have all of those things. It's a much slower way to build the business. We have a huge potential and a fantastic long-term business model for this. So to try to understand how the money is generated that goes into ownership rights and goes into residual. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. We have here you go. And we will have several new ones coming. All of those are generating a turnover, the volume up here, gaming. Some of that money goes down to profit. A field profit pool, you could say, we would create here. We create a profit pool here, profit pool for mixture. We create a profit pool for each new thing we open up. You can say we get a bucket of money for each of those here. Thanks. At the moment, we have some business over here. The rest will come, but they will also generate volume, and the volume will generate a profit that goes down to the pool. Then these pools will be divided one to owner, the rights, and to the residual income. If we start with the owner rights part, all of those will be divided because we have, first of all, we have the pioneer that is already distributed. A lot of them are claimed and converted. But remember, you need to claim them. If you don't claim them, or if you don't see to that your network, your downline claims them, then you will get information of when it will happen. When the deadline for claiming is done, they are lost. So then they can't be claimed. So they need to be claimed, and do it now. Convert them, because then they are yours. The pioneer will have a part in each of the profit pools. That's the unique thing with the pioneers. They earn money on all these parts here. The Afigo owner rights earns that part. They divide that part in between them. The mixture is here. And the new one is here. So the pioneer will keep on with all the work. That's the unique thing with the pioneers. That also means that the pioneers are the most valuable of the owner rights. The Afilgo earns here, Mixter earns here, etc. Any questions how the owner right works?
Right here.
Very clear.
Great. Then I think we directly go into the part where, because there is a date set about the 16th of February, the first dividend payment of the owner rights. We have decided, and Sverker could explain why, and make it more visualized, why we have done it. But the first thing is, there needs to be something to share.
Yeah.
And there is not much action here right now. We have started to launch, but it's still a very short period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the value of the owner rights are both depending on the money you get from here, but also the thing when it comes to the pioneer, what you think is coming along the road forward. So let you start trading them right now wouldn't be fair. And Sverker, you had a very good example of why it's not fair to anyone that to start trading them already now, because
we need to postpone the whole own rights system and the way we work, because when you are a new company you make a plan and then you change that plan over time. If we are growing with 1 million members first year, that wasn't the plan. So we have to change the budget, and we had full focus on the crowd, building the crowd, giving you the tools.
That was my plan.
That was your
A million.
Okay, mine was 5. But as Johan said, Afilgo is totally new. We have launched a handful of countries. We will not launch Philippines because we can't do online gambling here. We have a few operators in a few countries. There will be 100 countries during the years, but we are not there now. So the income stream isn't accumulated. There is no funds to share. And if we see ourselves as a company like Apple, in this year, 2020, we will launch the iPhone, and we will launch the iPad, and we will launch some more extremely nice products. But we haven't done that yet. So if we launch the trade and you sell your own rights at the price, and you don't know how valuable they are going to be, because at the end of the year, things have changed totally, and next year. So we really like to give you the tools and the opportunity before we start the trade. And when we have done that, I know you will keep them for sure, because this is so good. But launching now is not the right time for the own rights. We need to launch the iPad and the iPhone first. Our kind of iPad and iPhone.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah. You understand the whole purpose with it. And you will, first of all, you will get the date when we're closing the claiming of the owner rights, and we will come out with a new date for trading start, etc. on the owner rights. A bit depending on how fast we get all the things we have in the pipeline to come. So you have seen that. Then that's around the owner rights. The part of the profit that goes down from the different products and services ends up in this thing, the residual income pot. Then we take the different pools, put them together into one big one. And here comes the new things that was in the news. And I just want to share it with you so we understand it the same way, how it works. Then we have that profit pool. That is the total amount that is going to be paid out as residual income. We have levels from 1 to 18. What we will do is we will divide this one into 18 slices, into 18 different pools. And hopefully I get 18 lines here. I will not calculate them, but and when you reach level 1, you get this one. When you reach level 2, you get that part as well. But you keep that one. So then you have one part in the pool for level 1 and one part in the level 2. That's the same when you walk along up here. And here you are on 14 probably. Then you have 14 pieces. The one who goes, let's say 10, has 10 pieces, 10 parts. The one that gets like that, and that means that you take them with you all the time. And the part on level 14 will always be bigger than a part on the lower level, because everyone keeps there, so therefore we get the structure. So there's always a good thing to reach next level, because that part of the pool is probably bigger and you get one more part of the total cake. The first picture I made with the 3 different pools created, that's a global thing, independently. If the gaming is going on in South America, in Europe, but not in the Philippines, they will still go into their field goal. In another case, we find a new thing that is only working in some regions here in Asia. Then they will also be in this total package. So the only thing that matters is that you build your own network. The level you reach is the thing that is really aiming for. And the number of owner rights you have naturally. That is the 2 elements of this. So it's a global business. We are a global business. We bring all the global funds into one place. We use the profit pool and divide that equally, independently of where in the world you are working. So the work in Philippines or in South Africa or in Sweden are equal. The amount of money a Swede gets here or a Philippine guy gets here, it's the same. That part is exactly the same globally. That also means that we could have products that are priced in some of the verticals in a way that they are not meant for all markets, because they could be too expensive for most people in some markets. But if they generate profit, everyone in the system will gain from them.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a global way of getting in the money and then be distributed out after where the people are around the world that has reached a certain levels. Questions? Then it's just to start this old type of company as the ones I have been working for as well. You have the same type of points. One product has the same point around the world.
Yeah.
But the point is differently worth depending on the price level in that country.
Yeah.
Here it's totally independent. The money that gets in globally and are distributed globally. Yeah. So it's total equal system.
That's a wonderful.
One village, one unique village. Yeah.
It's like I said, it took off in a way that nobody was really expecting, and therefore it has taken a while, and it still will take a while to get all the fundamenta in place in the company. I mean, we are still a handful of people globally trying to run these huge operations with events, with all the other things, and delivering new products in a field going mixture and thinking about what is the next after that. And I can say I've been sitting in the Stockholm office now for every week since 1st of January, and there is so much bubbling coming along the way. Something will be pretty fast to launch, other things is probably years ahead, but we need to be in the process because some things will be delayed and some things will get faster than you think.